What up, guys? This is Magic Mike and the Swag, and we are continuing our series on. We're going over every NBA team, and we're taking the best player at every position, right? So the best point guard to ever play for that franchise, 2 guards, so on, and we're adding a 6-man just to round out the team. So,
injuries.
Yeah, exactly. You never know what happens. It's nice to have someone coming off the bench. So we're gonna jump right in. Are you dabbing?
Oh yeah. I was just practicing my dabbing for this.
Okay, I wanna show off my jersey. We're doing the Suns today, right? The Phoenix Suns. Starting point guard for the Phoenix Suns. Greatest point guard to ever play for him?
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash. I can't argue that, right? He ran that D'Antoni. Was it 7 seconds or less?
Yep.
Just kind of changed the game for point guards. Didn't play defense at all, like zero defense. Really kind of just herky-jerky. Very unorthodox in a lot of ways. He'd have that, he did that layup where he would jump off the same foot as his hand. And it's just hard to block him. And really just did a great job of leading that team. Could stretch the floor a little bit. Crafty, intelligent, could get his teammates going. And really, they had kind of a span where they had like Marion and Amari Stoudemire and that core. And they went through a few different point guards. They had Jason Kidd, they had Stephon Marbury, but it wasn't until Steve Nash got there that they really became a competitor, a contender, really. Never quite able to go get over the hump, but they were given like the best team fits, right? And really kind of were the prototype for what teams are doing now, right? That stretching the court out and really getting a lot of shots up quick and really just betting on that 3-point, thing. So really, Steve Nash and D'Antoni collectively really just started the new era of basketball. So Steve Nash is our guy. All right, we're going to keep it rolling. We're going to our shooting guard.
And who do you have for the shooting guard?
Here's the thing. Gotta show some love for KJ, right? KJ, he played point guard a lot, but Steve Nash was stud. But KJ, I feel like you can move him up to the 2 guard. He was a dunker, right? Real exciting point guard or 2 guard who could really dunk on people and get the highlights going. But he was also a winner and a leader who could really just could lead a team. And so, like before Barkley got there. And even while Barkley was there, he was really a galvanizing force that was really huge for a team. So, what are you thinking?
Thunder Dan?
All right, Dan Marley, solid. Could really shoot the ball, especially once he got there. He started off as a dunker earlier on in his career, but once he got to the Suns, more of a stretching the floor out. But I feel like KJ was more of a valuable piece on that squad.
But he's bringing defense. And that's why I figured if you got Nash, you got a defensive liability.
Right.
You bring a guard who has a little more defense, similar to like a Steph Curry, Klay Thompson type duo.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
Like some of these, teams are so interesting because it's a how you want to do it. It's like Kevin Johnson may be the better overall player.
Okay.
But with Nash, do you really want...
You're shaping your team overall.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. I can't argue that.
There's so many different ways to do this.
Yeah.
And I feel like Thunder Dan just brings some defense. I mean, he's averaging about 16 points. Can't, out of 2 guard, you can't complain. That's pretty good.
Cool nickname, too.
Thunder Dan.
It's hard to argue Thunder Dan. Okay. All right, cool. Well, you've got. I'm sticking with KJ just because I got the jersey and
you got a rip. I got it.
But you got your team. I got mine. We're just gonna move on. Small forward. Barkley, gotta be the round mound of rebound, right? Food world. Barkley was amazing, and still, like to this day, the best Sun to ever play. Took him to the finals. If it wasn't for Jordan, they would have won that thing. Won MVP for him. Really kept things really exciting in Phoenix in the '90s, and really kind of. I mean, dude was a beast. He was like mini LeBron before LeBron. Just could do everything and could. I mean, in transition, you're not stopping this guy.
No.
He do everything. Couldn't shoot threes very well, but anyway, and so anyway, Barkley, he's our 3. We're moving on to our power forward. Amari's got to be Amari, right? He was Blake Griffin before Blake Griffin.
He was better than Blake Griffin.
You think so?
Absolutely. I think he's a more dominant all-around player.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a force. I mean, if we're talking about just the physical dominance, dude's up there.
Okay.
Now, once again, what I like cracked my neck.
Oh, sorry.
Similar to like most of the bigs. I lost my train of thought because of that.
Oh, okay.
But anyways,
Amari Stoudemire is a beast, absolute beast. Ran that pick and roll with Steve Nash to a T. He could stretch the floor out a little bit. Again, yeah, they had that little span of time where he was crushing it. Love him. Exciting player, really. Again, for trying to sell tickets, he's
gonna
go. Yeah. So, all right, we're moving on to R5. Got to be Tom Chambers,
Absolutely.
right? Tom Chambers. That dunk says it all. He had that dunk where he's going in transition and put his knee in that other dude's chest and just dunks on him with two hands. Dude was just absolute beast. So got to give credit where credit's due. Tom Chambers, you're a stretch 5, which leads us to our sixth man.
Now you want to go? Right.
I was gonna say I had Thunder Dan as my sixth man, but you already kind of brought him up, moved him into your starting lineup. Which changes things a little bit, or at least for my team. I want to hear who your sixth man was.
Now, so I want to mention Tom Chambers had a 26 and 27-point season for center. Fantastic.
Nice.
We got those great numbers. Now, bench-wise, I'm probably going to go with Jason Kidd.
Okay, all right. Kind of took that team that Steve Nash had and was holding it down, making them exciting, but couldn't quite take them to the heights that Steve Nash did.
And my reasoning behind this is, this is the team we got.
Okay.
Now, I think Nash and Kidd on the same court.
Ooh, okay.
I think it works out. There's a lot of playmaking ability. You got Amari, you got Tom Chambers, and you got Barkley. We all know those dudes can score. They're dominant players. I mean, Barkley was undersized, dunking on everybody.
Right.
Amari's athletic. Same with Tom Chambers, right?
Yeah.
Now, I think bringing Kidd, switching Thunder Dan, putting him off the bench, rotate him in and out.
Okay.
I think the playmaking's there. And I think they need that playmaking because I don't think Amari's going to really necessarily have his own playmaking for the most part.
Right.
Barkley's going to dunk on people.
Right.
Well, for starters, let me rephrase that. Barkley, Amari, and Tom Chambers, they're all going to dunk on people.
Right.
But they're not going to be able to stretch the floor.
Right.
You put Kidd and Nash together, they're going to stretch the floor. You got some shooting there.
Right. Can play some
I can't
defense.
beat that.
All right, I like that. It's hard to argue. I love J. Kidd. I was going to say between Thunder Dan and Sean Marion.
Okay.
The Matrix, you could put him anywhere. He could play any position, super versatile. One of those 5x5 guys, right? He could just get you 5+ of every stat. He's going to get block shots. He's going to get steals. He's going to shoot because he could stretch the floor a little bit. He's going to dunk on people, get the crowd going. Really just a playmaker. So again, if I love Jason Kidd, so it's hard to argue that. But to me, Marion was there longer. A little bit more versatile as far as positionally. So again, like you got those 3 big dunkers. If you want to stretch the floor a little bit, you could play Marion at the 4, and he can stretch it out. So I'm going Marion for my 6 man. You're going J. Kidd.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, there you have it. Phoenix Suns, Magic Mike's starting 5 and 6 man, and the Swags starting 5 and 6 man. So there you have it. Thanks for the watch. Comment below if you have any, if you agree or disagree, and we'll see you next episode.
Which team would win is a good comment.
Oh, all right. I like that. Comment below. Put